Happy Thursday, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Happy Thursday. I am Pastor Andria Hudson. I am the CEO of Ash Enterprises, where we are mentoring, motivating, and moving you for ministry and marketplace. I have not said that slogan in so long. I thought I'd just bring it on out, for old time's sake. Listen, I'm so excited to be with you guys tonight. Tonight, we're doing a special Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and I'm not going to be by myself this evening. I have an amazingly talented group of individuals that will be joining me shortly as we prepare for our final stage performance of the hit stage production, Love Again, that I have written and produced, that we have already shown in Chicago, but we're coming back for one last performance in Chicago, where we will bring back the cast of Love Again for a final show for now in Chicago. It will be the final one in Chicago for now. Friday, February the 7th at 7:30 p.m. If you have not seen this hit stage production, I want you to go right now to my website at andriashudson.com. Purchase your tickets. This is a stage production that I truly believe resonates with all ages, all stages of life. If you are in love, desiring to be in love, lost love, trying to find love, want to keep on to your love, then you need to come and see Love Again. Love Again, Friday, February the 7th, 7:30 p.m. at the Powerhouse Chicago, 944 West 103rd Street. And you can get your tickets tonight at andriashudson.com. So tonight is very special because we're going to allow you all to talk to the most talented cast ever. And, I've enjoyed working with these men and women for almost 2 months now. And in the amount of time that we have rehearsed, they have literally just nailed their roles. People are still talking about the performances that we presented on last month. And we thought that it would be just so cool that if, we can allow you all to talk with the cast tonight, chop it up with them tonight, hear their perspective about their roles and about them being a part of this production and how they feel about us coming back one last time in Chicago. So without any delay, we're going to bring these individuals on tonight. And what I want you guys to do as well is I want you to share tonight's Facebook Live. We're on 3 digital platforms. We're also on YouTube tonight. So for those of you that are watching on YouTube Live, welcome. We have those that are watching on my business page, Andria S. Hudson Enterprises. Welcome to those of you that are watching on my business page. And we're showing live on my personal page at Andria Stennis Hudson. So I want you to share this live tonight. If you feel like you want to see this play and you don't want to see it by yourself, share it with a friend. I want you to share it with like 5 people. Let's go ahead and get these numbers up. Share it with like 5 people and make it a group night. Bring your family and your friends. Saturday starts February 1st. We have finally ended this long month of January. And, January feels like a year. No, seriously. The month of January feels like an entire year. So we're finally done with January. We're crossing over into February. February is like the love month. You got Valentine's Day that's coming up in a couple weeks. And, if you want to just kick it on a Friday night, if you want to bring your friends, if you want to bring an ex-boo, if you want to, if you got a sneaky link, whatever that is, listen, that's your business. Come out and support Love Again, the hit stage production. Have a great time, laugh, enjoy yourself. There will be much laughter. Much comedy. There are also some serious issues that we deal with, which we'll kind of touch on tonight. But meet us next Friday night, February the 7th, 7:30 p.m. Get your tickets at AndriaSHudson.com. So let us talk to the cast of Love Again. I want to bring them on one by one. I want you all to celebrate them in the comments. Tag someone if you know any of their family members, any of their friends, people they go to church with. Tag them and say, listen, your girl is on tonight. You know, come on. If they're a minister of music at your church, tag somebody and say, hey, our leader is on tonight. We're going to support our leader. I want you to share and repost this live tonight. So let's get right into it. I'm so excited that these individuals have been working with me. We've become family. The synergy is just amazing. The chemistry is off the chain. So let us welcome Nancy Thompson. Let us also welcome Trina Robinson. Let us welcome Hazel Gill. Let us welcome Christina Jones. And let us welcome Apostle R.J. Williams. Hey, cast.
Hey.
Oh, now, you know what? It's I don't know if it's fair that Apostle RJ comes in with the D.
Right.
You know,
The rest of us is like, hey. And
my voice definitely shouldn't be as high as y'all.
You're right.
And we're so excited that Tawana Travail has joined us. She is a therapist in the production, and she's also a real life therapist who just finished up her work day of counseling. Yeah. So we're glad that Tawana is on tonight. So we're missing one. We're missing one of our actors. He is an accomplished singer, psalmist, comedian, actor, and he's actually at an engagement tonight, at a singing engagement tonight. So he could not join us, and that is Demario Tribbett. So he's not here tonight, but Demario will be with us next Friday night, February the 7th, for the last performance of Love Again. So I just want to kind of hear from you guys, your experience with, you know, rehearsing for this play in the 6 weeks that we had. I love to stress that because I don't think people really understand like the severity of that. Mm-hmm. Like I remember my first conversation with Nancy when I told her that I wanted her to be the lead actress in this production, and I gave her the dates. And I remember maybe like a week later, she either sent me a voice note or she called me and she said, Pastor, are you sure you don't want to move this back? Like maybe to January or even February. I think what she was doing was prophesying. I think she was trying to be eloquent. We were going to have another performance. So, are you sure you don't want to do this? And I said, Nancy, I think we can do it. She said, well, if you say we can do it, then I'll get, you know, but are you sure you don't want to? Literally, we had 6 weeks to rehearse. And I just want to hear from you guys. How did that make you feel? Give us the raw and the real. 6 weeks to rehearse a full script. How did that make you feel?
Well, I want to say shout out to Nancy for being the brave one to speak on our behalf and request that of you.
I tried.
Listen.
Afraid. Ain't no cute way to say it. Afraid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nervous. Yeah. And you know, for the most part, the majority of you all have acted before. You've acted in productions before. And so already when you have to step into a new role and reading a new script, there's already a level of anxiety that comes with that. Like, can I really bring life to this role? You know, can I really, you know, get on the stage and do this? But then to add additional pressure is the time frame, the limited time frame that we had. And in addition to that, there's singing. So, you know, the majority of you all are accomplished singers. So it's learning music as well as learning a script. So I kind of just want to hear from you guys, like, what was that process like in learning this script in the time that you had?
It was intense.
My God.
That's
I
the
like
word.
that word.
Intense.
Yes.
Yes. Very
Listen,
much.
well, I'll dig deep. Okay.
Come on, come on, come on.
Dig
I
deep.
was like losing it. I was losing it. I was like, I promise you, I'm gonna have this prayer tomorrow. Don't worry. I'm gonna have this prayer tomorrow. And then tomorrow will come. I didn't have that prayer. But don't worry. I got you. Don't worry. I learned that prayer in 1 hour. Because
Wow.
that 1 hour was the day before. And so you don't have no other time, Christina, to learn this. So you sit down and let's figure this out. And y'all, I was nervous, but I could tell you that prayer right now. And it was a definite experience. It was a definite experience for me because it showed me that it was a 6 weeks and half the time you was busy doing everything else and still on top of that learning other music. But it was like, yeah, you could do this. And I'm fighting with myself. You sure? Yes. And now you sure? Because I didn't get this prayer yet. But eventually I got it, and I didn't get all of it, but I'm grateful because it showed me, it pulled something out of all of us, let us all know we got it.
And Christina, I'm glad that you said that because I truly believe that that's what happened. It is always in you. Sometimes we just don't know what's in us until someone pulls it out of us. And so I knew for a certainty that you all were going to bring it. I had no doubts in my mind, none whatsoever. Now, I knew it was going to be a process.
Listen here.
Always a process.
I did know there was going to be a process. And even in the middle of the process, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. And then I want to hear from Nancy. I want to hear from Trina. That Monday night that we had the rehearsal at the church, that Monday night of the production, I went home and I kid you not. I just sat for a while. I didn't move. And my husband was like, it's going to be okay, baby. It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. You gone through this before. They going to do it. They going to do it. They going to bring it. I said, babe, I don't know. He said, they're going to be all right. It's going to be all right, baby. It's going to be.
Listen, let me tell you.
I sat there, I said,
Appreciate it, Arch.
Oh, Lord.
Listen.
Okay. Let me hear from you guys. Whoever would like to jump in.
Well, I'll jump in real quick because let me tell you something. If Pastor Andria Hudson wasn't my sister, I would have to tell Mother, thank you for considering me. I promise you. I said this, this is my sister. I can't, because I'm telling you, because truthfully, I was on the road the entire 6 weeks. The entire 6 weeks. I hadn't been home at all. So I'm in between revivals. I'm in between preaching conferences. I'm like, am I gonna have a voice to sing? And I'm like, okay, can I do this? And I have been teaching on capacity for the year of 2024. God told me it would be the year of rebranding, which means change the image up. And so they always told us in the old church that you're gonna be tried on what you preach on first.
All right,
and so I'm like, okay, I got this. I can do this. But I got to preach. I'm doing 3-night revival. I'm doing another 3-night revival, flying to this city, flying to that city. I was like, okay. And no, listen to me. The words would not stick. I don't care what method I did. I don't care. I don't care how much. It just would not stick. And so I'm like, okay, Lord, I really need some help. So the last rehearsal, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna text her. She may never talk to me again, but I'm gonna have to text her and be like, it says, I love you with all of my heart, but I ain't gonna be able to do it. But the day of, I'm just like, you know what? So we have stuff, but we have to believe that we can do it.
Yes.
And it may not be perfect, it may not be, but it's creating capacity. And so when I got there, I was like, okay, look, you have to start talking to yourself. I'm like, look, I talk in front of people for a living. So that's what I do. I talk to people for a living. I'm like, if I don't get it all right, listen, you also prophetic. Make this word up.
Oh my God.
That second verse on that first song, the first night, you ain't gonna find me.
I was like, I don't remember that being in the lyrics of the song.
I wrote it. I wrote that thing. When I say I wrote it right on the spot, I wrote that thing right on the spot. I was like, this is crazy. Then the first night I was like, oh, good. I'm like, we got to do this again tomorrow.
That part.
Oh God.
That part.
Oh God. But it was exciting to see all of us, the synergy that we had together.
Yeah.
Everyone worked together. Like no one knew if there were missing lines.
No.
Nobody could tell. The synergy was there, the connections were there, because like you said, people don't realize the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. You know, it's a whole bunch of trying to get knock each other over, trying to get past, getting wardrobe change, getting makeup, and I sweat so bad. So I'm sitting here like trying to dab, you know, all this type of stuff. But it was an exciting experience, but it also built confidence because we're called to do more than one thing. So I believe that this was not just a production, but I believe this was a prophetic moment for all of us to go to the next place that God has for us. But it was absolutely stressful. I had 3 people on standby. I'm like, go over these lines with me. Please go to the lines with me. Christina was trying to give me some cheat codes in the back in the grill. She said, look, what is you write it down? Write it down on your hand. I sweat too much. I go down there and look, what was that she was a lifesaver. When I tell you she was a lifesaver.
The headphone.
First, I could not remember it. It doesn't matter what and so I came out, so I heard her say, all right, man of God, and she had the iPad on the first row with the words in big print.
Wow.
So
I
shout
didn't
out
even know that.
to Rutledge for coming in through in the clutch.
Shout out to Denise Rutledge, our vocal coach.
Oh,
I had no idea. I
Yes.
didn't know she had that for you.
My grandma said she hoped me. Do you hear me? She
that's it.
Because I thought I was going. I didn't know these words, but it was exciting. I nobody got on my nerves. I like all of y'all genuinely. You know, I didn't want to, you know, stab nobody and nothing. I really enjoyed working with y'all. Really, and I look forward to where it's gonna be, where it's gonna go. To be honest.
Amen. Again, some of this stuff, this is my first time hearing. Some of this is my first time hearing, but I'm loving it because it shows me, number one, that and I'm not one that always be like, God told me. I promise you, I don't. I'm a real person. I am. And so I don't always use that God told me, but I do know that God told me. I do. Now I know for a fact
We believe you
right here that God told me she's supposed to have that role and he's supposed to have that role. And I know for a fact, if I don't know anything else, I know that the Lord
He told you.
He told
you.
He told you.
And we were trusting the God. We were
Let me
trusting
tell you something.
The God.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nancy, I want to hear from you because we had 8 scenes, and you were in 6 of those 8 scenes.
6.
And yeah.
Like I said, we were trusting the God in you, Andrea. When you called me the end of October and said, would you like to be in this play? And I was like, sure. And after it set in, I was like, what did I say? First of all, I have never been a lead in a play. I've always been a supporting actress. So this was really different for me. And I'm not retired yet. So I work all day long. I could not rehearse during the day. So when I came home, I had to run lines. And this is how intense it got for me. I was playing the play at night, all night while I slept, hoping that by osmosis the lines would sink into my subconscious.
Jesus.
To do this play. And I said, you know what, God, you told Pastor Andria that I was supposed to be the lead, so therefore it's going to be successful. And let me just say this cast is phenomenal. I mean, I've never been like, oh, those are my real besties, and that's my daughter, and sexual chocolate up there. Oh, come on, Apostle Chocolate. You know, it was, I think that this play has something for everyone. And some of the parts are very, very intense. Some of the scenes are intense, but I guarantee you when you leave, you're going to be blessed. So I just appreciate the opportunity because it brought out something in me that God had placed in me long ago. And now I know, okay, this is part of who you're called to be. So it was awesome. Thank you.
But you know, look, you're on the other side of it. So it's not as intense like when you first got the news and you and I told you all the dates, because it was funny. Everybody, it was unanimous when I contacted everybody. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I can do that. And then y'all started to change a little bit when I said December 13th and the 14th. I was like, oh,
there was a change.
Okay. They kind of changing on me just a little bit.
Of 2024?
That was the question, right?
You being this like a week?
Really?
6 weeks? Okay. All right.
And you want me to learn? You want me to learn 2 songs too? Okay.
Trina, I want to hear from you. I know you got a lot to say.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. This has been a challenge, but blessed experience. When you did call me, I was just dealing with the grief of my dad. So, as Nancy would say, in dealing with so many things, it's so much in this one play for everyone. So, in dealing with grief, I still had some laughter because it's so much drama, like sexy chocolate over there. I guess that would be you, Prophet. Oh, okay, then. And you know, I go back to that Monday night when we were first on that stage, and I said, "Oh Lord, Pastor Andria gonna fire all of us. I don't know how she gonna replace all of us in 1 week because we about to do the play." Oh Lord, I said that woman got in her car. I was behind her. She didn't even know I was behind her. On that expressway, and she was going 100. I said, that with us. Them heels was clicking, and she was gone. I said, I'm so thankful that Archbishop really believed in us and he told you it was gonna be okay.
He did. He sure did.
At the end of it, it's almost like God had his hand on this. Mm-hmm. Me and my bestie Karen over there, y'all call her Christina. We was running to her dad's church, trying to meet up, trying to run these lines over the phone. She said, "Girl," I said, "Girl, I don't know what Pastor was thinking all of this, but I do have to take my hat off to Miss Nancy, baby, for all them lines you made up for the whole cast."
Real talk.
Because God must have really told her to pick you. I think she could have replaced us, but you wasn't replaced. And I'm so excited about February the 7th about doing it again, because I know God is going to give us more grace on this final show. Mm-hmm. And it's just, it hits in, like I said, the comedy, the laughter, the grief, the singing. God was in your hand when you was writing, and he was in your heart and in your mind when he was telling you to choose us. We believed whatever you said. It's going to get done. It's going to. What do we say about our memory? What do we say about our memory?
Come on.
What's the memory of the
just is blessed?
Is what is blessed.
Yes.
So I don't care what me and Bessie was doing at the last minute. Y'all want to change our song up? God was with us.
He had to, yes. And that was another monkey wrench that was thrown into the
God
production.
was with this production. And at the end, the real thing that's going to change, I'm telling y'all, on February 7th. See, we didn't get to shout and tear up on that stage like.
Oh,
So I just want to let y'all know.
listen.
Since this is
Be
my last
so
time
ready.
doing Love Again, they better bring they new boo, they old boo, the one we boo. Better bring all the boos to this one, baby. We going in and we going up because I'm excited about what God is doing. This opened up other doors for all of us. You know, just like Prophet was saying, far as trying to multitask, trying to go to work. He's in planes, traveling here and there, preaching. Nancy going to work. This one down here, and I know her name, but she should be doing therapy with all of us. You know, Hazel over there running with a gun. He over here, I don't know what girl. There was so much going on, and then here comes Pastor Andria. When them heels start clicking, you know, either she excited or she upset. So I'm excited. Everybody get these tickets because now y'all know my hair ain't gonna be this short because you know I changed them wigs up. I changed that hair up on you. I sure do. And I ain't even had nothing to drink because Nancy. I'm done, mother. I'm done, Pastor. That's all I gotta say. I think I've been delivered. Hallelujah.
Listen, we've got like natural comedians in this production. Trina is a natural comedian. Apostle RJ, natural comedian. Christina Jones.
Mama.
Mother Jones.
Mother
Lord,
Jones.
today, Christina.
Natural. And let's not even, we'll put DeMario in a whole nother class by himself.
Yes.
Okay. He just, you know, he kept asking me, you know, Pastor Lady, what you want from me? I said, I just want you to do you. Are you sure? Yeah, I want you to do you. And he did. And he did.
And what I love about it, corny. It wasn't corny. And
no.
Like, because you've seen some shows just like, nah, come on now. We just going because of Jesus' name. But this was terrible. Now we're going because we love the person who wrote it, but I could have had a V8 for this now. And the people just over and even watching it, I was surprised at myself. I said, boy, you was good. You belong up here. You. And just to see everybody, and I'm just being honest. We know we done seen them plays and folk can't sing. And the singers here, Christina,
oh my God.
Trina, I mean, killing. The band was killing, and it was a natural, like it was good. It was a good play. It was not corny. I wasn't ashamed to tell people I was a part of it.
Amen.
I will never put you to shame. Never.
Listen, you like this was a really good play, and just being in that space where everything was professional. The band was, the band was crazy.
Crazy.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Shout out to Russell Harris Jr.,
yes.
our MD, who's coming back Friday, February 7th. Russell Harris Jr., his entire band. Shout out to Denise Rutledge, our vocal coach that worked tirelessly with those that sang in the production. She put in the work. Shout out to her. Shout out to the Powerhouse Chicago, my home church, for everything. Working with us with cameras and scenery and stage design. And I want to say, and in agreement to Apostle RJ, and then I want to hear from Tawana, and I want to hear from Hazel, but I don't believe in corny productions. I detest them. And I will say myself, I'm not a corny writer because I can't stand it. And I don't feel like, and I know for those of you all that are watching, and don't get offended. Please don't get offended. Like, you probably thinking like, ooh, she talking about so-and-so. I'm not. I haven't seen a stage production in years. Other than like Broadway or something like that, but nothing, that's local or anything like that. But my desire in writing, and it has always been a desire ever since I was young, that I want to write things that people can relate to. I want to write real life situations. I don't want to, just because I'm saved and sanctified and I'm a Bible believing, Jesus believer that the quality of our production should never go down. There should never be there. We should do things top notch, just as if Broadway does it. And that's how I feel.
Absolutely.
I feel that it should be on the same level, even because
Absolutely.
we've got God, we've got the Holy Ghost.
Right.
So that has always been my aim, that whatever I write and whomever acts, that we come together and that the chemistry and the synergy is so undeniable that we literally put on a stellar show. And it's something when you do it one time, but then when you got to do it back to back. And I was praying for your energy levels, because Friday night took a lot out of you guys. We almost had a packed house, nearly packed house Friday night. We had a VIP reception that you all had to come and be a part of and shake the people's hands, take pictures and all of that good stuff. A lot of us didn't get home till after midnight. And then we had to be right back at the church Saturday morning, call time, makeup, dress, all of that stuff for another show. And I want to say kudos to every last one of you all, because I know you were tired. I know you were tired. Hazel, were you tired, girl?
Listen, the adrenaline was real, okay? It was surging. Come 9 a.m. sitting in that makeup chair on Saturday morning. Bless Corey Hart. If I dozed off, if I kept my eyes closed too long while the lashes was drying, I'm sorry. But yeah, beautiful job nonetheless. Yes, tired for real. Like Apostle RJ said, like out of nowhere, and I know it was nothing but the enemy, come Thursday, I felt like I was getting sick. So come Friday, I felt I was losing my voice. I didn't know what was going to happen. Come Saturday, I said, well, listen, I'm going to give it what I got. And from what I could tell, the people absolutely loved it from beginning to end. As I mentioned to the cast before, my role in the play actually is a part of my life story. It hit in a completely different way. And so it allowed me to bring some authenticity to the role, but at the same time fighting the authenticity, because I'm like, okay, Lord, me and you not gonna have it out on this stage.
Yeah.
This is not about to be a deliverance session in front of the audience, okay? But it was amazing. It was amazing. Acting is something that I've always loved been doing it since I was a kid, imitating music videos in the living room. So it's, the stage is home for me. It is, absolutely. And shout out to you, Pastor Andria, for trusting God, for choosing the people, because it's like everybody has said, we have become a family. It is a real, genuine connection. Apostle RJ said nobody walked away wanting to fight, wanting to stab, nobody wanting to, 10-foot pole, none of that,
Look at Christina's face. Really?
Yeah, we said that Christina is a natural comedian. Y'all gotta watch her backstage. Okay, the things that go on backstage.
Look,
she couldn't let go of my gun. I didn't know what was happening.
shot twice. Twice back there. I don't know why I got shot.
Yes, it's some real shenanigans.
Christina, what were you doing with the gun?
I got
I was trying to take you home with me.
See what I'm saying?
Being a West Sider.
There you go.
Exactly, just like that.
But you know what? I was at when what she just said is my parents had agreed on this, and I agreed immediately when I read it. When she sent the script to me, I burst out laughing. I said, "Not this woman. This is my life." You picked, like my parents said, they just put you up there. They didn't this was you up there. Like, they don't know. I was like, I know they don't. Because like you just said, that every last one of us, that whatever role we were given, that's a part of something we've already been experienced. You picked a therapist to be a therapist. and this single saved singer to be this single saved single that's always telling my best friends, no, that it's not what you do, and so it was like perfect that
Wow.
each one of us, that's how we know, that's how we know it wasn't as hard to do it, because those were already our life roles.
Yeah.
And so we just added our hit to it.
Yeah.
Sorry that we had irritated you.
No, y'all didn't irritate me. No, 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 no,
Let me
seriously.
tell
I'm
you
being very
something. When
honest.
I heard you say the memory of the saints is blessed, that thing, I kept saying that while I was studying. Your memory is blessed. I don't know what this is. I
It
have to
was,
keep telling the side of me that didn't want to remember that this memory is blessed because I have
Bless.
studied this.
Listen, my tongue
Ooh, I
on
knew
the
she was
level.
the
nervous that
word
first
works.
night.
The word works. That's what
That
the word
word
of God
worked.
says.
Listen, I think I spoke in tongues more than ever. I mean, I was spoken out here under my soul, my shadow, do it in my belly, God, do it in
She,
me. But now,
Pastor Hudson was very patient. And so when I see some chaos going, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be a part of it. I'm going to be quiet, because if we go up, then that's gonna make that stress on her go up. And I'm like, why she did not sow that? So why are we gonna give it to her? And so I loved that you were just so peaceful. I said, this woman is smiling, and no, nobody in here know their part.
tell you,
You know what? I had trust and faith in what God showed me. And so I said, Lord, you told me to select these individuals. You told me for which role. And I know that, and I know that's why I said, while I was excited and knowing that God had selected you all, I had to be patient with the process,
Man.
But I knew come Friday the 13th, Saturday the 14th, I knew you all. When you stepped foot on that stage, I knew you were going to immediately become those roles, and you did. I came to Tawana. I only met Tawana one time.
Oh, wow.
Y'all check this out. I only knew
Wow.
I know the rest of you all pretty in depth. Okay, I have relationships with all of you guys. I only met Tawana one time. She was a referral to me for Black therapists that I was looking to connect with for a show. And someone referred her. I think we inboxed each other. And I said, I want you to be a part of this panel discussion I had last year on therapy and Black women. She was amazing. And that was it. So when I wanted to really explore the issue of therapy in this production, especially when you're talking about dealing with grief, deep grief, the role of Farah, she suffers a major loss, which is the loss of her husband. And so oftentimes it's still in the Black community, it's a taboo subject, unfortunately, in 2025, of grief counseling, therapy.
Right.
And so I really wanted us to explore that in this production and let people know that it's okay to see a therapist. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to ask God questions. It's okay to do all of that with the help of a therapist. So I said, who can I have? I could get any actress to do this role. But again, it was, God, who do you want? And he said, you need a therapist to do the role of a therapist. And he said, Tawana, again, only met the woman one time on a panel discussion. And I text her and say, hey, like I did all of you all, hey, I'm doing this production. Don't know if you've ever acted before, but I would love for you to do this role of the therapist. And Tawana, the rest is history. Tawana, I want to say that for someone who's never acted before, correct?
Correct.
I want to say that you really brought it in Love Again. I mean, I want to say, let's hear it up. For those of that are watching and you all have already seen the production, let's celebrate Tawana. I mean, this woman, no prior acting experience, and to come to this production and just say, hey, it's something new, I'll try it, and bringing her expertise and her professionalism. Like, I had some things written that were not ethical because I'm not a therapist. And she was so sweet and say, Pastor Hudson, can you rewrite that? Because we're not supposed to do that. Say no more, because I don't want to get in trouble. No, I will rewrite it. I mean, just gracious, just amazing. And so, Tawana, I want to hear from you. Like, what has this experience been like for you?
First of all, thank you for the invite. I was shocked because, like she said, I've never acted before and could not conceive why I would be chosen. But it was a phenomenal experience. It stretched me. It caused me to see things in me that I had never seen. I never wanted to be an actress, never have acted, but it made me look internally and say, I could do this. It built my confidence. Because when you're doing something new, it's always scary, it's always challenging. And it's funny because I've told people that I've worked with before, try something new. You never know. And so this was my something new. And I thank you for the opportunity. The cast was phenomenal. They knew I had never acted. They were so supportive, so encouraging, so helpful, made me feel a part of a new family because a lot of them knew each other. And so I was like the new kid going to school that didn't have any friends, but they welcomed me with open arms. And I appreciate that. That made a difference in what I was able to do. I pray for you all often because I only had one scene and I knew how challenging it was for me to remember. I was like, oh God, have mercy. Oh, to the cast, just have mercy. So I think I became more y'all prayer intercessor.
We thank you, Tawana. Thank you,
what's
Tawana.
your cash app, daughter? What's your cash app? Thank you. What is your cash app?
Based on just the challenges I had with one scene, I knew that you all had to put in the work. But it was a phenomenal play. Everybody did so well and so professional. Even the people who worked backstage, Pastor Andria, they was kind, they was pleasant, they was helpful. They didn't get frazzled easy. They did what they were supposed to do, and that helped a lot. You know, their willingness to help. So I appreciate them as well. Your staff was phenomenal. You was patient. And I just thank you. It was a wonderful time. I must admit that after it was over, I was able to breathe again. And when you called us back, I got nervous all over again. Although we did it.
Yeah.
I'm nervous again. Like, oh my God, I'm not sure I should still be nervous after doing it. But I am.
And I think that's normal, Tawana. I think all of us. There's even a level of nervousness for me for this next show. Even though we put in the work and we are rehearsing, I want to let those of you all that are watching, we're professionals, so we're not just going to just say, "Oh, we did it again." So we've been rehearsing every week. Since I've called everyone and say, we're going to come back this last time. So we've been in rehearsals every week. We'll be in tech this coming week. And God is going to, he's going to anoint us once again. But there is a level of, a little nervousness, like, oh, can I still pull it the way that I did last month? Can I still bring it? And the answer is yes. Yes, absolutely, because this is your grace.
The best advice you gave that stuck with me was the night you told us, trust yourself. You've memorized the lines. You've done the work. Now relax and trust yourself. And that, I think, is what stuck with me.
Wow. Thank you so much, Tawana. Listen, those of you all that are watching, get your tickets. If you're in the Chicagoland area, if you're in the Indiana area, we had people that came in that flew in from out of town. We had individuals that literally got off the airport, got off the plane, out of the airport, and came straight to the Powerhouse Chicago with luggage and all. To see this production. You know, we had to find a room to store the people's luggage. I said, listen, we make stuff work at the Powerhouse. We get you, we be on it. And I that's a true testament of your influence individually, your influence in the earth, and the excitement that the anticipation of this performance. So we're coming back one last time in Chicago, Friday, February the 7th, 7:30. Meet us at the Powerhouse Chicago, 944 West 103rd Street. Great singing, great acting. You're going to connect with each role. You're going to find yourself in some of the situations. We deal with some real issues. Of course, there's going to be great comedy, but we do deal with some deep issues. And I truly believe that you will even find healing. A lot of individuals, and I know some have even told you guys personally that they found some resolve. They walked away with some healing. And that's what it's all about. It paid off. Everything that you guys went through, the rehearsing, all of that, the anxiety and everything, it paid off because the audiences were truly blessed. So we want you to get your tickets. Go to my website, AndriaSHudson.com. Friday, February the 7th. VIP is totally sold out. People are still trying to get VIP tickets. VIP is gone, y'all. It's gone. VIP is gone. All right. You snooze, you lose. I try to tell you every time, you snooze, you lose. So VIP tickets are sold out. All right. We have an amazing VIP reception that we're going to be having after the performance that Friday evening for all of our VIP attendees. But general admission is still open. It's open seating. Every seat in the sanctuary is a great seat. And like I said, we have great, phenomenal music. We have a special opening act that we will be dropping in another 24 hours. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. I'm telling you, this opening act is hot. So y'all for those of you all that are watching, be on the lookout. We got a special announcement of an opening act that will be with us Friday, February the 7th. So as we close this live out, I'm going to circle back to each and every one of you and just give an encouraging wisdom nugget to the person that's on the fence, maybe about, purchasing a ticket and what they can expect. So we'll start with you, Nancy, our lead actress. What you want to tell our audience on tonight?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Okay. All right. She'll come back. Let's do Trina.
I want to encourage everyone to come with an open mind. Even if my biggest thing, like I said, dealing with grief, there's a healing within this show for you. So, and there's laughter within this show for you. God got something for you. So you should go and purchase not one, not two, maybe 3 tickets tonight. Go get your ticket.
Awesome. Hazel Gill.
Honestly, echoing what Trina said, the play is it may cut you, but you're gonna leave with the healing. You're gonna leave with some resolve. You're gonna leave with some answers. You're probably gonna leave with some instruction to go and mend the situation if you can mend it and receive that healing, even if it's resolving it from the grave. Someone might be gone on and you're still grieving the situation, but you will receive what you need while you're there. So go ahead and buy that whole row of tickets and get in the room. Amen.
Awesome. Tawana.
I would like to just encourage you to come out and, first of all, come out and support your own. Pastor Andria is one of us. Let's show her some love and support her vision and her dream like we support others that we may not know. Her play is just as good as the next person. But then support these phenomenal actresses and actors who have mastered the art that they've been assigned to. You don't want to miss it. When everyone's talking about love again, you want to be in the number to say, I saw it first. I know all about it. You don't want to be a hearer of it, but you want to be a seer of it.
Woo! Tawana, you got
Tawana.
right?
My God.
Oh, Lord.
Cue the music.
Da, 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 da.
Tawana just gave us a word. My
Listen,
Lord. All right, Apostle RJ.
well, I want to just say, no, you all cannot take me home. I'm not. I got proposed to probably 15 times at the play. You know, I mean, people stuff me in their trunks. It was in their purse. It was just. It was just. You know, I am not. I just for you can't touch or taste the chocolate. Just look at it, okay. So. But look, y'all want to come out and really get your tickets. The VIP is out. They'll let you know right there that people are ready to get it. So it is a phenomenal play. It is a phenomenal atmosphere. The music is amazing. The actors are amazing. It's a fun time. It's a time of reflection. And like everyone else is saying, you can find yourself somewhere in the play. It's something to do, and piggyback off of what Tawana said, support your own. Support. Chicago is one of the best cities for everything. We're a melting pot, singing, music, food, shopping, architecture. We have it all. And especially those of us who are in the body of Christ. And I'm not just putting on a plug because we're saved. Like I said before, there's some saved stuff that's corny. We came for Jesus only. All right. That's just the truth. Yeah, you came to support your little nephew. You knew he was terrible, but we just want to push him on and just, y'all don't like this type of teaching, but it's the truth. Okay. But I'm telling you, you're not going to be like, oh my God, I can't wait till this is over. You're going to enjoy it from the beginning to the end. These people are absolutely hilarious and absolutely talented. So y'all come on out, listen, you ain't got no Valentine anyway. Stop playing. You ain't got nobody. Get yourself, so you were sitting up in the house crying, eating bonbons. Do something this week. Some y'all ain't been out since Valentine's Day since 22. Go do something, okay? Buy yourself a ticket, get dressed up, and come out and enjoy yourself. Come out and enjoy yourself. I promise you, you will not regret it. I promise you.
Trina gave you the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cut. I love you. Christina, come on, Christina. What you got to say to
Listen, let me tell you something. I know the word says that in the multitude there is safety. I feel like although this is a play, this is still serious things that happen in our lives, and you're surrounded by people who's here to lead you. It's not, this was something that was definitely masterminded for our lives, for your lives. This is something for the singles.
Yeah.
This is definitely something for the singles, for the widows. This is something for those who are grieving. This is definitely Chicago, like he said, has a lot of great everything. Every person that's singing on this stage is a professional singer, and the music, the band are all professional musicians.
Yes.
So you're gonna have professional musicians, professional singers, and these are people we're all family. So this is definitely a great for myself as a single. I like to do things for singles for Valentine's Day. Come, if you single, come. Girl, get your cry. If I wasn't in this play, I will be in the play, at the play watching. Y'all better come, stop playing.
I love it. Nancy, close us out.
Well, I got cut off there. I'm sorry, guys, but let me just say this is that you deserve this time. So get your tickets. You deserve to celebrate, to come and to enjoy something that my father said to me when I was growing up. He said, a really good movie is one that when it gets to the end, you don't want it to end.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like this play. When you get to the end of this, you kind of want to know what's going to happen next, what's going on. So you deserve this time to celebrate, to come out, to enjoy, expect healing when you come, and expect validation. And so we hope to see you on Friday.
Wow. Thank you all so much for just coming out tonight and sharing your story and your journey, as we have just allowed the Lord to use all of us, because entertainment it does provide relief. It provides relief. It provides peace. It provides laughter. It provides healing, the power of music, the power of storytelling. And I'm so excited to return with you all. One final show in Chicago. We will be taking this on the road. We have a couple cities that have already reached out and say, bring it here. And so that's why we say in Chicago, come and see it one last time, because once we hit the road, we hitting the road. And so we're doing it one more time in Chicago, Friday, February the 7th. 7:30 p.m. at the Powerhouse Chicago. Get your tickets at AndriaSHudson.com. You know, even for those of you that are part of a singles ministry, get the singles ministry to come. Get group tickets. We have group rates for 10 or more. We've got a couple single groups that are coming, a couple single groups that came last month. So get a group. You know, if you got like a girlfriends type of network, and you guys are looking for something to do on a Friday night, get your girlfriends together. Couples, if you want to celebrate Valentine's Day early, come out and celebrate on Friday, February the 7th. Love again. It's going to be amazing. Thank you to this amazing cast. Thank you to our producers of the show, Ria Media. I hope I'm saying it correctly, but they produced this show tonight. They also produced our behind the scenes that was shown on Monday night. So we're excited. Stay tuned as we continue to drop more deets about things that we're going to be, you know, having on Friday, February the 7th, like this opening act. This will be totally fire. Set your notifications. You don't want to miss it. But we will see you guys next Friday night, 7:30 at the Powerhouse Chicago. Get your tickets, AndriaSHudson.com. Have a great evening. We'll see you guys next week.